Yo, today we are doing ribs. Delicious ribs. These ones here. I don't know why I did that. I felt like a real dick doing that. Don't ever do that. Anyway, ribs. Extra meaty pork back ribs. Happy days. I'm going to throw some of this stuff on it. We're going to cook it on one of my barbecues. Let's have a wee look what we're going to use. Genuinely considering using the Pro Q because I haven't used it for such a long fucking time. But I'm going to throw it on the Weaver. Hopefully they fit. Along through there is the plan. Pretty much the same deal as yesterday's cook when we did some pork loin fillets. So fire it up through there. Slam it on there. See, this one's going to take a lot longer. Should take about 6 hours. I tend to cook stuff a lot hotter than most people, so it's not really low and slow, so it'll probably take less time than that, but we'll just see how we'll go. Cook it up, track it along, and see how it works. First and foremost, we're going to light the fire, and then we're going to chuck some rub onto that meat. Turns out, these ribs have instructions on them. I've never seen instructions on ribs before, but let's check it out. It says here, grill. Heat gas or charcoal grill for indirect cooking at 375 to 400 degrees. Freedom units. Sprinkle desired amount of flavouring, seasoning on all sides. Grill for an hour and a half to 2 hours until ribs are tender, turning occasionally if desired. Brush with sauce in the last 30 minutes of grilling, turning frequently. I never knew. Why I never? I'm not going to fucking do any of that. I'm going to do it my way. Fuck them. Anyway, let's crack this open. I'll put some rub on it. I'll light the fire. We'll get it moving. What the instructions don't say is to remove the silver skin here. I wasn't going to, but I think I might. Maybe I won't, I don't know. Anyway, there's some silver skin hooked on the back of that there. Oh, am I actually doing this with one hand? Maybe not. I need to pull the other way. Let's see if I can do that as well. Anyway, there's a bit of skin there. You meant to take it off. Makes it way more tender. Generally, if you get your finger under it, you can do it with a butter knife, and often it'll rip like it's ripping now. So a paper towel comes in handy. Do two hands, this makes it easy. One hand is a real pain in the ass, but we're getting there. That's my tennis maker's noise. We're getting there. We're getting there. Man, it's like a whole minute of me ripping silver skin off. How boring is this? Anyway, you get the idea. I'll cut the video now and do this off video. Rip the silver skin off. Thought about trimming it, but I can't be asked. I don't care. It's not going to make any difference. I'm still going to eat it. It's still going to be just fine. I have dried it off with paper towels. That I think is fairly important. Binder, never heard of her. Not putting no binder on today, Junior, but I am going to do this. Season it. So here's going to be one of those fancy before and after shots. And I have now very liberally seasoned my meat. It's not the first time I've seasoned my meat today, but this is going to be delicious. Right, I'm going to light the fire. I'm going to get this thing cranking. I'm going to crank the hog, get it cooked up, get some delicious eating. Again, like yesterday, pat it, rub it. Who gives a shit? It does not matter. Just get it in there. Get those flavours on and in the meat. Charcoal, meat chimney, chimney, meat charcoal. Fire starter, meat flame. Fire. We need fire. Fire, meat chimney. Chimney, meat fire. Charcoal, meat fire. Flame. Look, we're all joined together. Happy days. Let's take about 20 minutes. Once this gets its flamey things out of the way, this gets a bit white, we're going to tip it into there. We're going to put some wood on it. I don't know what we're going to put on. Maybe apple today. I haven't used apple for a while. Put some wood on there. Get some smoke going. It's going to be a happy days. Barbecuing is simple. Cooking is simple. And the best thing about it is if you fuck it up, that's all learning. When you fuck things up, you're learning. When you're learning, you do things better next time. Hopefully. We will see. End of the day, as long as the meat is actually cooked to a healthy, safe temperature, it doesn't fucking matter. And if you cock it up and do other things like turn into stews or casseroles or whatever, so yeah. Anyway, this is a rant. It's going to make heat. Heat's going to go there. Job's going to be done. Let's get some ribs going. don't actually know what wood this is. I think it's apple, but it might not be. I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to put some wood on the bottom before the coal's gone, and then put some on top. See if that makes any difference to the smoke and the flavour and the goodness. But first, I've got to cut it. Perfect. What's this stuff? Cut the same way. Perfect. What about you? This one might take a bit more work. Safety salamanders, I don't play. Got my safety boots on too. Don't think it's going to work this way. Let's go to plan B. Alright, cut these sticks down the guts. Cross cut those ones. Now we've got some piles of flavour to add to our pork ribs when we're ready. Go back inside, have a cup of coffee. Come back in 10 or so minutes, pour that in, heat it up, put ribs on barbecue. Job done. Alright, let's check the status of the flamme. Yeah, I reckon that's about sweet. Ow. Do this without burning myself. Yeah. Easier than what I thought, I guess. Ow, it's fucking hot. Ow, 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 ow. Easy. Chuck that down there. Let you cool down, don't touch it, it's hot. Get some more of this woodly wood bits. It's hot too. Dump you on top of there. Ow, fuck, it's hot. Hey, look at that, I got tongs. Put them on top of there. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Ow. Right, now we've got that train wreck sorted. I'm going to put the grady thing on top, which I can't do with one hand. Maybe I can. I can do a lot of stuff with one hand. How good. That was easy enough. Cool. I'm going to let that shit burn off. I'm going to put this down. It's going to generate some heat. Once it becomes stable at probably 400 majillion faramajingles, we will put our meat on. So probably about 10 minutes from now. Time for a barbecue status. Just for the record, I lit a really delicious peach smelling candle in my house and it smells fucking good. Right, anyway. We got the smoky schmoky. It's about that. We'll make that work. What's that? Fucking 500 degrees. Yeah, we'll do the job. What's going on here? A little bit smoky. So much smoke, Snoop Dogg will be happy. Yeah, we'll make that work. I'm happy with that. Take this lid off, leave this up now, we'll just make sure that our meat is ready, and then we'll throw her in there. Let's check the meat. Meat's looking ready, as you can see. You might not be able to tell from the last video, the colour of the rub has gotten wet and gotten darker, because the rub is now on there. So that's ready to rock. We'll throw this on here. Perfect. Absolutely delicious. Oh, there. Put that on there like so. Throw this here, throw this there. Gotta make it work as far away from the fire as possible. Looks good to me. Delicious sticky fingers. Job done there. Put the lid back over it. I'll come back in, I don't know, an hour or so. Not so much looking for temperature with the ribs, more tenderness, so I'll get my probey thing, just probe between the bones. As it cooks, we'll see some of this meat pull off behind the bone, and it'll be fucking delicious. How good. Good night, sweet princess. It goes on. Vent there, so the smoke kisses the meat and adds more flavour. How good. Let's check in about an hour or so. Alright, we're about an hour in. Let's check the status of my meat. That was one. What's that? 200 degrees Celsius, regular person temperature, and about 400 degrees freedom units. Just about an hour in, some nice colour, nice bit of pooling of the fat that is running through here and the moisture coming out of the ribs themselves. Still pretty tight. Temperature wise, 170 odd, 180, not that I'm really looking for that. It's not a competition. I do not care if they get kind of overcooked and they just sort of drop off the bone. That's what my family wants. I don't care so much for the pull. So it's looking alright. Got some moisture coming out of there. I'm going to chuck another piece of wood on over top. Actually, I might chuck another piece of wood inside the fire. Hui, 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 yeah. And this piece will go in there. I reckon about an hour's time we'll come back out, we'll wrap it up, and just to continue to cook. I might put a little bit of vinegar on it very soon, just to continue to break through the fats and stuff like that. And we'll give it another hour or so, wrap it up, and yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to sauce or not sauce. We'll work that out when we get there. But it's going along quite nicely for now. Looking delicious. Oh yeah, still very, very tight through there. But it's okay. Life is good. 2 hours in. Let's check out these ribs. Dun, dun, dun. What are they? Temperaturing. Oops, they're looking at me. Not the gaugy thingy. Now we're at close to standard low and slow temperatures. 150 Celsius, about 300 freedom units. Still looking at me. Okay. Alright. It's looking alright. So we get my little proby in. Give me some sunlight, eh? It's going alright. Temperature hasn't really gone up too much. They're looking good. Another way of working out whether or not we're ready to wrap. So the old finger test. They come up clean, it's not quite. Generally speaking, it's a good time to wrap them up, but because it's nearly set but not quite, so I like that through there, set, and through there, not quite. So we'll give it a little bit longer on here. I reckon by the time that this piece of wood here finishes cooking down, should be long enough to begin wrapping up. Might be about 2.5 hours would be my guess. So yeah, put a handy dandy knife out with me. And I'll try and find a little bit of one of those extra pieces that I left on earlier, cut it off and give it a wee taste. So cut a wee bit of the flappy bit off. Flavour is good. Flavour is very good. Definitely tight and not ready yet. But yummy nonetheless. And I was saying earlier, as it gets closer to being ready, the meat pulls back off the bone, leaves the teeth. Beginning to do that, but it's not quite there yet. So yeah, getting there. About half an hour or so, I reckon. Ow, fuck me! That wasn't an ideal start. Anyway, we're going to give it a check on these ribs. I'll put my chopping board down because I reckon they're probably getting pretty close to us being able to take them off. Push the button right this time. They're far more tender than what they were. Oh yeah, feel that. Well, you can't feel that because you're watching the video. I can feel that. That is soft as. It's about as soft as the Gold Coast Titans defence in the NRL. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, it's tender. Alright, what we're going to do, I'm going to take this onto here. I'm going to put that onto there. I'm going to wrap this in some tinny foil. And I'm going to chuck it in the oven because I can't be arsed coming back out here, putting some more wood on that to keep that burning when I'm literally just keeping it in the oven to try and finish this off. We're sticking in the oven about another hour, hour and a half, then we'll unwrap it. If I sauce it, we'll sauce it then. If not, we'll probably be ready to eat. So, happy days. And if you haven't worked out yet, I'm pretty half-assed and I'm pretty fucking lazy when it comes to doing extra shit like putting more wood or more charcoal on the fire. Just put it in the fucking oven, it's so much easier. Another wee method you can work out whether or not your ribs are pretty good or not. Do the old droopy test. They're pretty droopy and pretty floppy. It's a good time. Oh yeah. Normally now I'd lather this up with fucking loads of butter, loads of brown sugar, but I'm trying to be less of a fat cunt at the moment, so I'm not going to add as much of that. A little bit of more vinegar to add some moisture, and to begin to keep breaking down the fats. And I'll put a little bit of butter in, like a real small amount of butter and a real small amount of brown sugar, but nowhere near as much as what I normally would do. So that's about 20 grams of butter. Normally I would have put about, I don't know, 200 grams of butter in because it's delicious. And it's probably around about 50 grams of brown sugar. Maybe a little bit less to be fair. Actually, probably a little bit less than that. Normally I put about 4 or 5 times the amount of brown sugar on that I have. So, Operation be a little bit less fat cunt. Here we go. Hopefully it doesn't sacrifice too much flavour in the process. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up, chuck it in the oven. You meant to pre-warm your oven when you do that. I thought I did it 15 minutes ago. I didn't. It's just turned on. Also, a slight issue. Ran out of tin foil. Normally have 3 or 4 layers of tin foil, not one and just a smidgen. So yeah, this is what it is. Okie pokey. We've got about 45 minutes. Oh, that's hot. That's very hot. Until we planned eating. So I'm going, oh, it's fucking hot. And I've got a wet tea towel. Never use wet tea towels on hot metal bits. Alright, I'm going to try and get it out without dropping it and burning my fingers. Oh, 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 oh. Alright. Gonna give it a wee, oh look at it, glissy glissy. Give it a wee unwrap, and I'm gonna put some sauce on it. Let's see how we go. Ow, fuck. The steamer's hot. Ow. Quick. Looks freaking delicious. It's hot, man, it's hot. Alright, we're open. We are open, we are in. Very goodly. Smells delicious. It's hot. It's looking delicious. It's tender and delicious. That's hot, but it's really tender now. It's delicious. Delicious, smoky flavoured. Okay, I'll put some sauce on it. You know, with the smoky teas. Can't remember if my wife said she liked this or not. Too bad, that's what we're putting on. And I think that's about enough. Get my handy dandy paintbrush out. Once again, unprepared. And just paint the sticky sauce on. Oh yeah. And we're going to throw it back in the oven for about half an hour, 40 minutes. Try to get gooey, and put some of this into there too, just because it's there. Oh yeah, baby, oh yeah. Really looking forward to this. Up and on, very good. Amazing. Right, back into the oven we go. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. And we go. See you in about half an hour, 40 minutes, baby. And as a totally irrelevant fact, we're going to have some mashed potatoes, some corn, and some broccoli with it for health reasons. Alright, we've taken them out of the oven, and as you can see, they're overcooked because the meat is literally just dropping off the bone. I'm absolutely okay with that because I was going to have to rip the meat off anyway so I could weigh it for Operation Don't Be Such a Fat Cunt. Still pretty tender. Oh, sorry, still pretty juicy feeling. Let's try it, eh? Yeah, it's really good. Very tender, still very juicy. Very smoky, very delicious. The flavours come through from the rub, the flavours come through from the sauce. That's real good. Very happy with that. I'm going to stop eating it because I've got to start weighing it for, like I said, Operation Don't Be a Fat Cunt. So that is good. That is the end of this. Ribs are good. Ribs are life. One of the only decent things of pork there is. Ribs and loins. See you next time. Got me wondering, got me thinking. I wonder if corned would be good. Ribbed, for my pleasure.